MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Thunder and the Greyhounds. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Will Linden will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Standing in, Brian Cannon, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First delivery to him on the way. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. Fellas, are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
Expected to get a little cooler as we go on, but the temperature at game time 68 degrees. And that misses. 2-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
In the air to right center. Right fielder is on the run, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
Standing in, Saul Worthing. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. First things first, here's a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Another look to first, and he'll get back in safely. First pitch on its way.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard, and if you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Cannon aboard here at first with nobody out. Too high, and it's 3-0. Linden is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty B, if you want to strike guys out, you have to have good stuff, and this guy has great stuff. He has 2 different pitches that he can strike out with, And as they rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, this guy has 2 pitches that rate an 8 or 9, which is really hard to find in baseball today.
Settling in now, Scott Franchise. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here's the first pitch to him.
Little traffic on the base paths right here, but 1 pitch away from getting a double play and getting right back into control.
None out, runners at first and second. Hit out towards second. Reined in. There's one. On to first, and they get them both.
The first baseman,
Now in the box, Mike Hayes. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
2-0 now. Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. 3-0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Now to the plate, Michael Lopez, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch coming. Here it is.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. Bruce Cartwright, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this starting pitcher right here can strike some people out. It's not easy to average a strikeout per inning, but that's what he's been able to do so far. And if he brings a good assortment of pitches like he's brought all season long, we could see another game filled with quite a few strikeouts.
Coming to the plate now, Richard Wise. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-0 on the way. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate, Dave Baggett, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And this pitch is popped straight up, right around the home plate area. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The third baseman, Diaz.
Now at the plate, Glenn Diaz. No one aboard for him, and two gone here in the first. And the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. 2 out, nobody on. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in his zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Knee high, he barehands it. Got him. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Ian Fatty. First offering on its way.
Nope, at the ball. Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0 delivery.
Hey!
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left, career homer number 149. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Ready now, Tiny Ryan, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Base is empty here with nobody out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1.
Hey!
2-2.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Andrew Arellano. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Comes into his first at-bat at 283. 4 home runs and 23 driven in. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. To the left side, but it's well foul. The 0-2 delivery.
Outside, that's the ball.
1 out, nobody on. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Now another 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Standing in now, Bruce Cartwright, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. So they pick up a run on the solo home run, as that'll give them the lead. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Tennessee leads this one 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be the imposing power bat, Billy DuBose. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope. Count 1-0.
1-0 count. Here it is. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first, and that is through into right field for a single.
That is it. The shortstop. Down run.
Into the box, Walt Skolin. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far this year against Southpaws, Skolin carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. That misses 2-0. For the current campaign, Skolin is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. Now the 2-0.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play. to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Jody Boudreau.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jody Boudreau, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out towards shallow right. Franchise is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Jesse Nelson.
Stepping in, Jesse Nelson, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses for ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball well outside. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. In to score is the runner from first. It's 1-1.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
Stepping in now, Joey Barnhart, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. 2 out here and a runner at second. And it's fouled away. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We've played 2, all tied at 1-1. Top of the third set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Brian Cannon. Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Inside.
Fouled off. Again, another foul ball. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Coming to the plate now, Saul Worthing. He drew a walk his first time up. Now here's the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Here's the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses 2-2. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And there's out number 2.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Striding in, Scott Franchise. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Nope.
And there's ball 1. Fouled away. Popped up. Linden is under it, and that retires the side. Bottom of the 3rd now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Will Linden.
The pitcher, Will Linden.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. Ripped down the line, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
To the plate now, Richard Wise, and he fouls this one off. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Hit in the air down the left field line, but this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
At the plate now, Dave Baggett, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Looking at his career totals, Baggett possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Runner at first here, one man out. Low with the fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here now the 2-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And it's fouled away. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Full count. Here it comes. Fouled away. Runners on first with 1 down. And he fouls this one off.
Okay, somebody's got to figure it out. Either the pitcher make a nasty pitch or this hitter's got to put something in play because the guys up in the booth are getting tired. We're going to need a cup of coffee after this, AB.
And he finally wears him down as he strikes him out after a prolonged battle. That was good stuff.
Third baseman, Diaz.
At the plate, Glenn Diaz, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 pitch on its way. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Hayes.
For the Thunder, the first baseman, Mike Hayes.
First offering on its way. High in the air out to center field. Wise has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Michael Lopez.
Now at the plate, Michael Lopez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's out. Ball 2. I got 2-1 to count. Ball 3.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Now at the plate, Ian Fatty. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, Matt, that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down in a way that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the...
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. The 1-0. It's a fastball that misses. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
There's a strike as he gets this one over. It's 3-1 now.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for. Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. When you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
Dero, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
DuBose is there, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. Digging in to try it again, Billy DuBose. He singled his last time up.
Billy DuBose.
The pitch.
Oh, that's pitch out.
That's inside. 2-0. 2-1. In the air out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Standing in now, Walt Skolrin, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And 1 count, and the pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. A runner at second, nobody out. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is they're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
So now to the plate, Jody Boudreau, 1-0 the count. From the belt, the pitch. Line drive to left. Arellano is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box, Jesse Nelson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. The set and the 2-1. Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Andrew Arellano. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0. Is taken, strike 1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Is a fastball down below the knees. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Bruce Cartwright. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Now the 2-0. And it's fouled away. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, is this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swing, and he pops him up, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options, whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart in the 5th with the go-ahead run on base. Didn't work the required 5 for the win, but he could still be hung for the loss should that run come around to score. Greg Duke enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Into the box, Brian Cannon. This is popped up. DuBose has a play. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Stepping up to the plate, Saul Worthing. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way.
Whoa, that's down.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Cartwright rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seeing the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Into the box now, Scott Franchise. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And he misses again, 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Outside and low, 3-0.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now 3-1.
The first baseman.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
In now, Mike Hayes as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Oh, and he can't come up with it. The runner from second crosses the plate, and it's a 4-1 game.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Lopez.
At the plate, Michael Lopez, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. Tennessee is out in front here, 4-1. Leading off the inning, Joey Barnhart, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Barnhart.
First delivery to him on the way. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. The 1-0 home is a ball below the zone.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward right field. Franchise is there to put it away for route number 1.
The pitcher, 0-0.
Christian Moya will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Christian Moya.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Fly ball right down the line in left. Long run for the left fielder, and they can't run it down. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fly ball out to right field. Long run for the right fielder, but he won't get to it. It drops in behind him. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
At the plate now, Richard Wise, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. The catch is made near the line in left, tagging the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as they cut the lead in half, 4-2 now. Digging in now, Dave Baggett. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Here comes the first pitch. And this is off the corner and low, ball one.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Now the 1-0. Misses above the zone for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Now with the base is empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Now a drive out to left center field. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked. Was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Now here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart here, and you know he would have loved 1 more out to qualify for the win, but he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3. Rico Sierra is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Sierra.
To the plate now, Glenn Diaz. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Diaz carries a batting line right at 240.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help the roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Fouled off. Two and two.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Now the 3-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. Tennessee is on top here, 4-2. Clyde Hicks will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Into the box now, Ian Fatty is off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run.
Fatty.
First offering on its way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Standing in now, Tiny Ryan. A ball and no strikes. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That's wide, 2-0. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And that's over. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And he will take ball 4. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
The left fielder, number 99, Andrew.
Riding in once again, Andrew Arellano is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Oh, that counts.
First and 2nd here with nobody out. Now a curveball misses inside.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2-0 count and the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Fortunately, no advance from any runner, but meanwhile it's 3-0. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Milton Otto will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Now coming in the pinch hit, Milton Otto.
Power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Hard hit ball to short. And that is through into left as he delivers. It's a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the run is in to score from second. It's now 6-2.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Brian Cannon.
So now to the plate, Brian Cannon, as As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. None out, runners at first and second. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Brian Cannon becomes the first out of the inning. Into the box, Saul Worthing, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Slice down the left side, but foul. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
You know, he just doesn't have command of where he's throwing the ball right now. I mean, that pitch was supposed to be on the outside part of the plate, and when you miss by that much, something's off.
Popped him up. But this will land untouched.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
In the dirt here. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3 and 2. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3 and 2. Another full count pitch home. Swing and a ground ball to third. One there. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there.
The right fielder, number 16, Scott Franchise.
So striding forward now, Scott Franchise, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. First offering on its way.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 7-2 ball game. Throw won't get him.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Lester Roper trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Digging in, Mike Hayes. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this is low, ball 1. The 1-0.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Three runs already home here. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Michael Lopez would be next. And the 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing. So I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Striding into the box, Michael Lopez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
The 0-1.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. Home run number 5 on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Man, that has to hurt. He was one pitch away from getting out of the inning without the wheels coming completely off. But guess what? Now this thing is stripped and on blocks.
Stepping in now, Ian Fatty. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect in this one.
And this is fouled into the seats over from first. And he lays off again, ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. This is line to left. Nelson is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Tennessee is on top 11-2. Jason Blake enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Blake.
Stepping into the box, Billy DuBose, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
Ball that's outside.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
At the plate, Walt Skolrin, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box now, Jody Boudreau. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
That's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter. Every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
At the plate now, Jesse Nelson hit down the 3rd baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Cannon backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Joey Barnhart.
Now batting, Joey Barnhart. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First offering on its way.
Ball, that's out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. The pitch. And he misses. 2-1. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Here now the 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We're through 6 full. The Thunder on top 11-4. At the plate, Tiny Ryan.
For Tennessee, the third baseman, Tiny Ryan.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Here's the 0-1.
One ball, one strike. Count is 2-1.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Andrew Arellano. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Hal Hale will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Hale.
Slider swung on and grounded toward short. Scooped up, and the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Brian Cannon. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Just keeping him close. He's set, and the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Nelson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
Bobby Tyrone gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. Charles Burns is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the seventh. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
The batter, the center fielder, Richard. Wide.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Richard Wise, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a Slurve's going to bounce up to the plate as he lays off it for a ball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Ball 2-1. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
The batter, the second baseman, Dave Baggett.
So now to the plate, Dave Baggett, and it's grounded just foul down the line. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. Ryan is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
The batter, the third baseman, Glenn Diaz.
So coming to the plate, Glenn Diaz. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First offering on its way.
Nope.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And it's fouled away. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
2 out with the man at first. And he popped him up. Cannon into shallow center. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Jason Haig comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Saul Worthing. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, right fielder, Scott Franchise.
Stepping in, Scott Franchise. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Look out, 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 2-1. Oh, and he goes down to get the curveball there and gets a lot of it. And he got more than enough of it, in fact. This one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Into the box, Mike Hayes.
As he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield.
Diaz is camped under this one, and that's out number 2.
The batter, number 8, Michael Lopez.
Stepping up now, Michael Lopez. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Fouled off. Two out, nobody on. This is foul right side. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Thunder are out in front here, 12-4. So here's the cleanup hitter, Billy DuBose. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now here it comes.
Inside, ball 2.
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Ready once again, Walt Skovron. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. From the stretch. One out, nobody on. In the air, down the left field line and deep. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
Number 18, Jody Boudreau.
Ready to take his hacks again, Jody Boudreau, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 0-1 delivery. Line drive to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Keith Wade comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close a game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The third baseman, number 4. Tiny Ryan.
Digging in once again, Tiny Ryan. First pitch coming, here it is.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
They're down 1-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The pitch.
I got the count 2-2.
Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. One out, nobody on. Looked like a cut fastball there, and all he can do with it is foul it off to the right. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
At the plate, Andrew Arellano, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-0 home.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Three and one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one misses inside. A ball, he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
So striding in, Bobby Tyrone. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
A runner on first with 2 away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Here it comes, 0-2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Nelson will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Thunder lead this one 12-4. Ready for another chance? Jesse Nelson starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
In there, 3-1. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Catcher, Joey Barnhart.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joey Barnhart. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Nobody out, runner on first. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Closing fast, and he makes the diving catch.
I suppose this is why you usually have the best defensive outfielder in center field. He got a good read on it, charges in hard, and made a fabulous grab. Look for that one to make the highlight reels later on.
Scooter Shannon will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. He'll enter play here at 3:04. 1 home run and 4 RBIs. Pulled toward right center field. Worthing is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, center fielder, Richard Wise.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Richard Wise. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Oh, that's out. Two out.
2 out with the man at first. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Worthing is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Well, the discussion around this game is real easy. It goes back to that big 6th inning when they put everything together. They really broke out there and just brought it home after that.
12-4 is the final in this game. Tennessee scored 12 times en route to a win tonight. Rico Sierra gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Bobby Tyrone takes the rare 3-inning save, his 1st of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.